Ah, console price hikes, Compulsion layoffs, Bungie layoffs.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading people where skin. All recent gaming gold, rates and pay top bean. Good morning, Dom and Louie. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. All right. Good morning, everybody. Also tuning in, even the crazy one. Wishing you all a beautiful and an awesome Friday, chats. Good morning. How you guys been? What's cooking? I know a lot of people are pissed off, right? I know a lot of people are pissed off about what happened yesterday, but this is just getting out of fucking control. Yes. So before we start the show, Hard Dust, good morning. How you doing? He says it's sad how prices just keep going up. I just saw a comment on another video saying that someone's friends works in PlayStation and to expect another price hike from them as well around GTA release. I mean, as long as they can hold back, I mean, yeah. Let's see how long they can. Meet the cheater. What's up, man? Good morning, my brother. John Willix Boo says, is Joe over? Wow. Says Sears, good morning. Rob Taylor, good morning. Either way, no one were buying consoles in the generation. Here's the thing, though. There was going to be people buying consoles. Maybe not that much, but there was going to be people buying the console, though. Hey, Eric, what's up? Good morning. Sergio Martinez Gaming, good morning. Yubei, what's up? Good morning. Lamont Davis, good morning. Sinceres, he says, very good, Louis. Now I can kick my favorite line of the episode. How much do you weigh? Man. I saw House of Dragons yesterday. And until chat doesn't see, I can't say why am I shaking my head though, but damn. But all right, let's keep going. Yubei says, I like how many people are not upset about a console they already own going up in price more than they are about Bungie laying off half their studio. Are more upset. Here's the thing though, Yubei. Nobody wants to see console price rises. We don't. We do not like to see price hikes. We get aggravated when we see that stuff. That our hobby is getting more and more expensive. I mean, now we got almost $800 consoles, which now have become a luxury item, as Plume says out there. And yeah. Jace was exactly. See? You know where I'm going to, right, Sinceres? Yep, that's why I'm shaking my head. But as hard as in the right place, though, listen. He was not in the right place. He's a dumbass, period. I mean, I'm not going to defend that. But hey, it's Game of Thrones, it's House of Dragon. I mean, you cannot... Anybody in that show could die. I mean, that's what we know, though. Hey, Louis, gaming devices, even the powerful current consoles used to be cheaper. 100%. It sucks now. I don't gaff about the price hike. Sorry, I already own one. Yes, this means next gen will be more expensive. Oh, well. Ah, Yube, the question is, will there be a next gen? That's the big question. Will there be a next gen soon? I mean, I'm not saying next gen is going to go away, but will it be here soon? That is the most honest question I got to ask out there because shit, bro, we don't fucking know where these prices are going to head to. I mean, we got all these old boxes that are literally 6-7 years old by the time next gen comes out. And all they do is increase prices, increase prices, increase prices, increase prices, increase prices. Left, right, up, down. I mean, no matter where you go, they increase prices. Okay. I know someone out there was saying about payment plans for the console. Okay. Which, I got no problem with payment plans. Sweet. I like that idea, but wait a minute. Payment plans to what, though? To the new gens or the old gens? Because, I mean, if we're getting payment plans to the old gens, then hell no. Like I say on this channel, buy a used one. You can find a used one for a very good price, and that works too. Buy a used one. That's what I'm going to be telling you all the way. But $800 in a payment plan just to get a new box? Which, look, the payment plan may sound sweet though, but at the end, you're paying for something that's old. 5 years old. I'd rather get a fucking loan, a $3,000 loan, and go ahead and build myself a computer. And I know that I built myself a computer with brand new tech components in it, and fucking hey, I can last 10 years with that shit. Yep. I mean, that's the truth. Instead of getting into a payment plan of like, okay, let me get something that's 5 years old already when it comes into the machine that's inside, and be paying for it every month. Nah, come on, man. Not like this stuff. Not like this. Not like this. Apex says, I got a fresh new Series X for $573 yesterday. Price always went back to $640. Sweet. You see, you pay $73 above, the normal price. That's what you paid above the normal price, right? Plus the tax, probably 6 something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, though, you're not paying $700 for it with tax. That's crazy. If the cost is not your price range, then wait till you get a second hand, or for less one second hand. No one is forcing people to upgrade. I'm not saying people should be forced to upgrade. I'm just saying that they came out with a payment plan. They're just bringing up some stuff that I'm just sitting here like no, I just don't agree with it. In our projects, if you want, eventually it shows up in your door roaches into your wallet, and what remains is the difference comes with price. Well, that you need to understand something though. It's not that I ignore politics. It's that politics is such a very tough conversation. What I mean by tough conversation is some people get aggravated, some people are this, and it will not be cool to have like a big fight in a channel about the politics and everything. I mean, I can talk about tariffs because tariffs are affecting us. Yes, I can talk about that, but I can't be like, oh, F this dude, because nah, I can't do that, because then it would be a big commotion in the channel or something like that. I'm just giving you an example. Because listen, we all have our issues around the world when it comes to politics. So I mean, we got our issues here. Trust me, we do. But I just don't want to bring it in, because this is a video game channel. We got to talk about video games of the things that affects us at the end of the day. And what is affecting us now is that this asshole, big ass asshole out there, because we got to say it like that, is doing whatever the fuck it wants because, hey, they own all the chips around the world. And it's sad that these are the 3 big tech companies that are out there. Nobody else is out there competing against them, building a factory to say, here, I'm going to kick your asses out the curb. Nobody doing that shit. But these big memory storages, all these tech companies, man, you know what they're doing? They're saying, oh, you want some? Okay. Here, this is how much it's going to cost you. You're like, no, I don't want to pay for this. I mean, can we lower the price? Can we get like a year, what's it called? A year contract or a 5-year deal or whatever. You know what they say? Get out. And they put you on a red flag list. So like, don't negotiate with these dudes, because if you negotiate with them, you know, they don't want to buy. Give it to someone else. And that's what they're doing. They're cheating us out. As a consumer, they're cheating us out. They're killing us out here when it comes down to technology. Well, I guess time to kick your asses back. Because the more expensive you get, the less people are going to spend. And these companies are going to be super pissed. And you know what? I hope, and I'm telling you this, Chad, I really do hope, because this company is being greedy as fuck. I hope everyone around the world starts kicking his ass around the curb. I'm not kidding you. Let's go back to old tech. Let's go back to buying, you know, ovens that do not have RAM and shit. Let's go back to buying all the other stuff that doesn't have that crap. Fuck everyone. Let's do that. Let's go back to refrigerators when they don't talk to you. Fuck them. The hell with these guys. So that way they could be like, oh shit, nobody's, you know, picking this shit up. Okay. Let's see though. Let's see how that goes, because right now y'all making a ton of money, right? Because of these big ass tech companies that are getting your RAM and everything from them. But at the end of the day, you're forgetting that we are the ones that got you all big. It's not these tech companies, because one day, maybe one day they're just going to collect everything they need and they're going to stop at any moment. And what are you guys going to do next? You guys are in for a hard crash. And I'm going to sit here when that happens and enjoy it. Pieces of shits. I'm pissed off at those guys. I'm seriously pissed off. I am. I'm pissed off. I'm really pissed off about it. So, let's cook. So, most people constantly bring up architects for the wake up screaming in the pillow because the person they voted for wasn't elected. Alright, chat. Look, Yube, I know those comments for Lazaro, but look, no worries. I can handle some comments. You know, we don't have to go, you know, boxing into this, you know. Let's keep it cool. Crash isn't coming, and if it ever does, your stocks will make you wish it never did. Fuck it. I wish it does. I'm not kidding you. Hopefully, I wish it does. Because everything right now is messing up with everything. This AI thing is messing up with everything. Not only stocks, everything else. They really are messing with us. We're bigger than these tech companies, man. They can have all the money in the world, but we, as together, have more money than they do. If we combine ourselves, you know, all together, shit. That's got to properly optimize their games for current hardware. Yep, 100% true. We definitely don't need next-gen hardware yet. We just started seeing current-gen only games last year. Listen, right now, if I was these companies, especially since Micron signed a 5-year deal with this memory shit, so in 2031, release your next-gen consoles. Hold on to this one. No rush. Nobody's rushing. Games look too damn good. We do not need anything else. Because again, what is next-gen going to bring? Faster SSD, party photorealistic graphics, that's it. These games look fucking good already. We can last till 2031 without any issues. I'm not kidding you, we can last through it. Now the problem is that I don't know if this shit is going to last to 2031. Because maybe it could last to 2035. Who the fuck knows? That's the problem. Ah, look who's here. Of course he's here because he wants to hear us talk about the price hikes. You know, oh, good old pony. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Combining your money with like Voltron, laugh out loud. Louis and his corn mustache. What's up, Sid Lord? How you doing, bro? Good morning. The big Plume. What's up, Plume? How you doing, my brother? Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, sorry, Chad, I went on a rant about this because I'm really pissed off at these companies, though. They will blame the Series S for the video game crash. I agree with you, my friend. They will do that, and that's because that's how they are. Like, literally, all these dudes out there, and even Mike Johnson, because I'll add him to the list, they are so cheerful because, hey, Xbox got a price hike. Ha, 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 ha. It's doom and gloom. Ha, 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 ha. I don't understand why they did this because, you know, ha, 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 ha. GTA is coming out. Well, guess what? You guys are like I said, you guys are in for a ride because you guys are next. Nintendo is next. Everyone out there is next when it comes down to these price hikes. Believe it or not, it's happening. And then you guys are gonna come up and like, oh, like y'all do, because right now y'all are trolling like a bunch of idiots and thinking this is a win for you guys. But hey, if one does it, the other one comes around and does it too. Do we blame the ones buying the RAM or the ones who aren't able to make it fast enough? I'm blaming them both. I'm blaming them both. Both of them. These guys are cheating us out. If you listen to the recent things that Valve came out and said, Valve literally said to everyone, I mean, it's right there. All you gotta do is find the article. These RAM companies told Valve, hey, if you're not buying on this price, get out. I'm not kidding you. And they're switching up the prices every single month. They're not even sitting down making contracts. That's how much it sucks. Valve said that. And here's the thing though. I'm going to show it to you because, hey, even though this is an IGN article, right? Even though it's an IGN article, and we know how we are with IGN, but at the end of the day, though, they even said it on, I think it was Nix's YouTube channel. Amy Nix's? I forgot his name. The guy with the long hair. You know, that did a pretty good job in that documentary. Pretty sweet documentary, by the way. You know, you got to watch it. It's pretty cool. So here you go. I'm just showing it to you. This is what Valve said. Valve said, RAM companies state prices monthly. If we say no, they will never talk to us again. You're talking about one of the richest video game companies that is out there, which is Valve, and they literally said, hey, you don't want to pay for it? Fuck you, you're out. That's it. That's what they told them. Same exact words what I'm saying. Hey, you want to pay for it? Fuck you, you're out. That's it. Red flag them. Screw them. They don't care. They don't fucking care. Either release next year or cancel. It can't release next year's hardware in 2031 because it will be far too dated. I don't think it'll be far too dated. All you gotta do is, is upgrade everything to be in the exact. Listen, this is hardware. All you gotta do is sit down, change schematics, release it for whichever year it is. I mean, if they release next year, the problem is, are we gonna be able to pay for it? Because for what we're seeing now, these consoles are going to be $1,000 boxes. They are going to head there. No joke. And once they head there, what is the next gen console gonna cost? $1,500, $2,000? What do you think we're gonna do if we see those prices? We're gonna sit here and be like, we're going to actually think about it. And then, 2 years later, 3 years later, once it does, not 2 or 3 years later, no, 5 years later, once the prices go down, then it will be the time we say, okay, it's actually a good price, let's go get it. But then we will say, wait a minute, this is 3-year-old tech, what the hell? See what I mean? At the end of the day, we have a problem when it comes to that, though. If we were to get next gen in 27, we would see diminished returns, no huge visual upgrades, and cross-gen will be a long time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Where are we gonna go next with graphics, though? What? Go frames to 240 whatever? I mean, we don't even play at 240. You just want 4K 60. If you can get a nice console with 4K 60, that's enough for me. I don't need 4K 120. I don't need 4K 240. I don't need none of that shit. Just care for 4K 60. As long as it's native 4K, 60 FPS, I am happy. I don't need beyond that as of now. But the thing is, how much is it going to cost for us? Because even Valve's, that is not even a 4K 60 console, is $1,000. So I don't know how much this is going to cost, though. Yeah, we might need another video game crash. Nah. And here's the sucky part about all this. one of the companies that makes video games for us is in this problem. Yeah. Good job, Nadella. Pickles, what's up, man? Good morning, my friend. How you doing? But yeah, I say this. Wait a while. And I know, listen, again, I know there's payment plans. Cool. Fantastic. I'm glad you guys are getting a payment plan. But here in Dominican Republic, I'm not getting a damn payment plan. Not even close. They'll say, who are you? Get the fuck out. We don't know you. But at the end of the day, though, shit, this is going to get mad expensive. I mean, we got cell phone skyrocketing. I talked about this a year ago. Not even a year ago. I mean, I think it was months ago when the memory crisis started. I told you guys straightforward. We're going to have a problem here. We're going to see cell phones go up. We're going to see refrigerators go up. We're going to see ovens go up. We're going to see all cars, everything go up. If it has a chip in it, it goes up. No matter what, it's going fucking up. We are so effing screwed, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Consumer electronics are going to get wow. TVs are going to get expensive. Everything, chat. It's going to be awful for us, the consumer. And that is thanks to these fucking companies that's doing that. Look, you get a PC and you're good. It's not, listen, Mike, it's not because you get a PC and you're good. It's not because of all this. Because, Mike, if you're not noticing something, and we talked about this yesterday because you weren't here, because, of course, you only come by when there's bad Xbox news, because that's what you do. Since you're a huge pony, we know that for a fact. If you did not notice, GTA is making you pay for $100 to get the full game. And these companies have been doing that. Nintendo did it with Pokemon. Nintendo did it with the new Metroid game. If you don't buy the little motorcycle, you know, or whatever, or you got to finish the game to get the music. But why the hell am I going to finish the game to go back and listen to the music while I've already finished the game? I'm done it now. I don't give a shit. You're done. What am I going to go back? Oh, I like the music. Let me go play it again because... No, that's not true. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, though, these companies are doing this. They're selling you a game. And for add-ons to the game itself, you got to pay the extra. Pokemon, the new one, if you don't pay for the online, you don't get the full game. And now Rockstar, literally, because I'll be honest with you, when I read the special edition, right, the $100 one, I said, okay, you know, I want to get the cars, I want to get all that cool stuff that's happening out there, right? I want to get the cars, I want to get the guns and everything. That's pretty sweet. For $100, you know, that extra content is cool. But then yesterday I realized that I get to unlock 5 stores in the game. So what's next, Rockstar? Are you going to make me pay $120 or 20 more bucks to get more content into the game? I mean, what the hell? I already paid you $100. So yes, we're having a problem here, and they're trying to cheat us out. They are. Prices rarely go down. Even when RAM is more available, prices will probably remain the same. I got my Black Friday PC as a backup. Oh, as a backup? Look, Mike, if you already got your console's fine. Don't worry about it. All you gotta do is give it maintenance, though. That's it. Give it maintenance and you're good. Same thing with the PC. I gotta call my dude to give it maintenance now because it's been like almost 6 months. I gotta give it its maintenance. If you're locked out of stuff permanently in the game without paying more money, you did not get the full game. Exactly. That's the point, though. Like, you gotta pay for it to get the full game. That's fucked up. And they're taking advantage of that. And the sad part about this is that everybody saw, like what I saw too. This is what I saw from the $100 listing. I saw, okay, I get cars, I get guns. I'm like, okay, let me go buy it. I did not know about the fucking store thing. Until yesterday when I read about it, I was like, oh shit. Huh. Wow, that's fucked up. So what's next? Is Sony gonna do Wolverine 2 like that? So, you get the animation clause if you pay $20 more to get the $100 edition. That's what's gonna happen. Halo, Master Chief, you'll get the visor for the Mark V armor if you pay $20 more. What the hell? Apex NYC says GTA is really $100. No joke, they are $100. It is. Bold Alpha was this over 50 million don't care, laugh out loud. That's the sad part. They do not care. That's the sad part. They do not care because again, I'm telling you this, chat. I thought the $100 edition was because of the clothes, the cars, and all this stuff. And now when we read about it yesterday, I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get stores in there for $100. Like, what? Why? I mean, if you pay 80, you should get all those fucking stores. But everybody, I guess, did not read the, what's it called? The little thin lines. That's what it's called, in the contract, though. And the crazy thing is, with Steam, great or even amazing, Valve is not completely anti-consumer. The other big players are, and Valve has more DRM-free games that are better refund deals. Look, Steam can be the greatest store in the world. It can be. But at the end of the day, all stores are great. I don't like Sony's store, though, because the refund policy sucks. But the Xbox store is great, too. All of them are great. I mean, if that's your place to buy stuff, and it's going to be great for you, that's the truth. That's how it is, though. Hey, let's check what's up. Good morning. It's probably 1/3 of the game that behind the paywall and raunchy stuff, or no doubt. Here's the thing, though. I know this does not affect the story, of course. I know it does not affect the story, but god damn, I gotta pay $100 just to go in and get a haircut? Huh? Rockstar knows his land is low IQ and defend them for making them $20 unlock in-game cars and shops they already pay for. Ah, my friend Yubei, the thing is that all of them are going to do it. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, we have 3 games out here. I mentioned you 3 games that are doing it. That have 2 of them have been doing it, and that comes from Nintendo. And now Rockstar is doing it. So now it's 3 games that I know of that is making you pay extra to do something. Well, I mean, if you put Star Citizen out there, that's 4 then. Haircuts are not even important in the game. Yes, Ralph Taylor, but listen, if I pay $80 for a game, you better give me fucking, not only haircuts, you better give me everything. I mean, you should give me literally whatever it is in the freaking game. Everything. It's $80 that you're paying. $80. Now I gotta pay $20 more to get haircuts, tattoos, butt trim. Seriously? Shoot, man, shoot. It's getting, and that's what I mean, though. I mean, consoles are going up. Video games are going up. What's next? The pre-order 39 million GTA number that is going around is not a factual so far, says Rayoy. Rayoy, look. Until Rockstar does not show the official numbers, I don't believe what that dude said out there. I don't. There are people that live in GTA that would gladly pay. I know Apex. I know Apex. That's the sucky part because people did not look. And here's the funny thing. I have not done the pre-order. Louis, did you say butt trim? Hell yeah, I did say butt trim. Hell, I just added that in. Because seriously, I mean, if I'm paying $80, because of the stores that you're getting haircuts and this and this and this and this and this. I mean, shit, if the game has butt trimming, fucking A, I pay $80. I better get the damn butt trimming too. Damn. Because that's where it got me though. Like, okay, I said it before. I read, I was like, okay, you get rims, you get a car, you get guns. I'm like, okay, you know, it's a fun way to start GTA. Let me pay the $100. But when I sit here and read it yesterday, I'm like, huh? You get 5 stores if you pay $100. So literally, you're unlocking the whole game for $100. What's next? When you're like close to the last 3 missions, Rockstar's gonna stop and be like, hey, bro, look. You got to pay for the online Rockstar in order to get these 3 last missions. Mother! I'll take 30 butt chins, please, says music. There you go. See, we gotta have our fun though. We gotta be funny sometimes. What's up, GTS is well still the topic in this stream? No, we're talking about console rising, we're talking about video game prices, we're talking about how insane this is getting for us the consumer and how these MFers are seriously treating us like shit. They are. Fucking A. So let's get into the whole thing with fucking Micron. Here it is. Here's the news. Like I said, we have a problem. As consumers, this is a major problem and is not looking pretty for us at all. Because this is going to affect everything, especially since now we are living in technological days. We got cell phones, we got computers, we got cars that talk back at you. Be like, oh, Louis, where do you want to go, honey? And I will say, hey, take me to the office, baby. I mean, that's how it is these days when it comes down to this technology that we have. Sweet. Technology is good. Technology is nice. Technology has made things simpler. For example, order stuff from Amazon like I did, like I do all the time. You know, it gets delivered, troop ship. Now I don't have to wait till a store brings it over here, or I don't have to wait to take a plane to buy it because stores don't bring it over here, because now it's easy to get things thanks to technology. We love technology, but holy shit. Micron signs up 16 strategic customer agreements for memory in a 5-year plan that cannot be canceled after earning as much revenue as the company's entire history. Wow. We are so fucked right now. Micron says that has locked in 16 memory customers in an unbreakable agreement, hinting that high prices will continue for several years. Assholes. Memory prices of all sorts of DRAM components, including LPDDR, DDR, and HBM, are sky high. This is due to the huge demand for memory generated by the booming AI segment. DRAM makers have been unable to keep up with demand for AI, and things are even worse in consumer-oriented segments where ODMs are continuously raising prices across their product lineups. Yay! Earlier this year, we interviewed Micron, and they told us that this is going to be the case for several years. We were told that memory shortages won't improve before 2028, despite massive investments in bringing up additional capacities and setting up of new factories to produce more memory. And I hope they get burned down, assholes. Now, Micron has disclosed a new business model that it is partaking with its customers, called SCA, or Strategic Customer Agreement. These SCAs are a 5-year plan starting. And even then, the agreements contain volumes and what customers are actually demanding. So far, the company has signed up for 16 SCAs, and we only guess who these strategic customers are, since none of them have been named. But they do include hyperscalers with demand HBM memory. SCA is the force behind the memory price rises. Yay! Interesting Microns. Oh, I don't know why I say Microsoft. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Yep. All right, let's keep going. So, it says here. Interesting Microns. EVP Summit Sadana said that these SCAs lock in customers in the next 5-year plan and cannot be canceled. The customer cannot walk away from these agreements, and failsafe has been placed to ensure that. I mean, like I said, they're taking advantage of us. No joke. I mean, they said if you don't sign it, and if you do, you walk away, you're fucked because we're suing you. No joke. Submit calls SCAs or take or pay agreement. Each year, 9 in volume will be committed to the customer over the next 5 years. Yay! There is also a price band set for these agreements, including a price ceiling, and applies for The price is said to be negotiated every quarter based on the market conditions and cannot exceed the ceiling at the same time. The price cannot go below the floor. Yes! Hell yes. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. I mean, like I said, they're taking advantage of everything. Man, you guys are, no joke, man, no joke. Wow. Higher prices are part of this agreement for premium products such as LPDDR6, DDR6, and newer versions of HBM. The customer will also have to pay the upfront annual amounts as a cash deposit. Wow! Man, no wonder you guys are getting off rich. Wow. Since you guys are the only ones fabricating this, you're making them pay you upfront. Assholes. So far, a total 22 plus billion in cash and financial commitments have been deposited, 18 billion of which is cash alone. These amounts will eventually be returned to customers not once but every quarter, but it also acts as a failsafe if the customer is unable to purchase or does not purchase the volume at the given price. The amount will be decremented. Micron says that this isn't the only remedy, and nor does the push of customer out of purchasing the volumes over term of the agreements. Micron confirms NAND constrained too, but not as much as DRAM. Move beyond SCAs, Micron also confirms that both DRAM and NAND products are very constrained. The same SCAs that we talked about above are also known for procuring NAND volume, but DRAM is far constrained overall. In fact, this is why I'm reading this, chat. In fact, DRAM is constrained that Micron says that it is very, very high. This emphasizes the demand of HBM and non-HBM DRAM exploding through the roof with no return of insight, at least until most of these SCAs are not given the volumes they desire. And 5 years means that they are not looking at 2028, but we should think beyond 2030. Why we say things won't get better in 2028 is because that's when Micron anticipates the construction of new facilities to bring up volume. But Micron EVP of Global Operation Manish Bhatia says that even with the kind of volume that should come up by 2028, they don't see the suddenly gap diminish in a major way. It's kind of frustrating that we all have to live with memory shortages for a longer period than anticipated. Companies are doing what to do to run business, and Micron earned big time, beating the revenue of their entire history in a single calendar year. But despite efforts to bring more volume, the tech industry remains in dire straits. There is some interesting innovation ongoing with the likes of Qualcomm's HPC, SanDisk HBF, and Intel ZAM. But those are yet to see the real-world applications, though they do look promising to tackle the massive memory wall that looks unbreakable at the moment. Chat, we are fucked. 100%. So this is where it all begins, right? This is where it all begins. Operating like a business, and how dare they? Micron is being wild, operating like a business and all. You may look. Here's the thing. Business-wise, great move. But at the end, though, someone needs to go out there and build them a competition. They need to. Because literally they're like saying, if you don't sign this deal, F you. If you don't pay me the money up front, F you, you're screwed. We're going to go to someone else who's going to pay us up front. They're literally taking advantage of the consumer. They literally are. I mean, right now, you're like, okay, business-wise, this is perfect. But at the end, though, there's a point where there is abuse. And it's abusing the world with this thing. It is. This is really abusive. Like, okay, I'm a company. I want to go, get, let's say, 100,000 chips. Well, with 400,000 chips, here's a contract for you. You either sign it, or if you don't, you're fucked. And another thing, you got to pay me up front. But when would you deliver? Pay me up front, then we'll talk. That's how it is. So they have everything locked in. Like, they don't care. They don't care. They just don't care. They just care how the money rolls in, period. Which sucks, because I know that's how most people business do, but it sucks, man. It sucks so bad. It does. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. 'Cause Okay, let's see. Then pay again for GTA Online, being sold separately to get everything. Going to get the 250 deep. I do more worried about Rockstar selling the online play separate, and they will. Not game in play in two cinematic. GTA 6 needs some ice. All right. Anyway, who is making you to pay extra? Let me see. If you want 100%, they are. Any good topic about other games? Rockstar's about, yeah, we're going to get into gaming topic now because, you know, we heard of things about layoffs, so we're going to jump into that. Rockstar is going to make you pay $10 and they will force you to sit through credits, turn on the game, okay? And to be full version GTA 6, yeah, 100 is really awful deal, and 80 version does not have a full single player, and the game is digital code, and the box not cool. Yeah, they really went far away, and the sad part about this, everyone is just doesn't care. They just want to play the game. They need to show damn trailer 3, and they might get more pre-orders for digital store and unlimited copies. 100%. Gaming is now a luxury. Yep. Not only a luxury, man. It costs like a fucking car. You can buy a car for $1,000. No joke. $1,000. Shit. I mean, if you buy a car for like $500, you're in trouble, though. I mean, that's not a good car, though. I mean, you got to push it probably, but $1,000 is basically buying a somewhat good car. Damn. If people have money and want to waste their money, is not my problem. I'm not pocket watching. Don't tell us to do what to do. I don't tell that either. But damn, they're really taking advantage of us with that. Call what it is, Crazy Louie Greedy Company. Of course, that's what it is. All of them are being greedy these days. They're really messing up with the consumer, though. If you have a console that's a you problem, no one told you to wait. That's another thing, though, because I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. And here's the thing, though, and it's something that's true, though. Why, oh, why? It's like what I told my friend the other day. My friend told me, Louie, I want to buy a controller. You know what I told him? I said, hey, bro, go get your controller right now. Go buy it. And he's like, I was waiting for Black Friday. I said, do not wait for Black Friday. We don't know if controllers are going to go up too because, you know, it has hardware in it. We don't know if that shit's going to go up too. I mean, I don't know. So if I was you, I would get it now. And you know what he did? He searched. He found a deal and got his controller. And that's what I told him. See, you got your controller. And now he told me yesterday, that same friend, oh, man, I got to get a laptop. I said, you better hurry up because if you need it, if you say we're going to get a laptop this year for work stuff, you better hurry up because they're going to raise the prices soon, so go get it. I mean, Apple just yesterday announced price rising. So whatever computer you're going to get, move it because we don't know when it's going to happen. I mean, every quarter they're going to announce a new price hike or something like that. We just read what Marcon said. So we don't know what's going to happen when it comes down to technology, though. Same thing with the Xbox, though. We all saw there was a price hike on the Xbox last year. And we've been seeing this goes up and up and up and up and up. Same thing with the PS5. We're seeing this goes up and up and up and up and up. Soon, Nintendo Switch, we're going to see is going to go up and up and up and up. So if you guys really want to jump into next gen, look for a deal. Try to get a deal if you can. Or buy a used console, but you better move fast because things are going up. And trust me, even though I tell you, buy used, the used products are going to get a rise. They're going to increase the prices too. They will. Because listen, at the end of the day, everyone is going to take advantage of this. So seriously, move up fast and try to get your console if you can. If not, if you want to wait for next gen, you can sit down and wait for next gen. But the thing is, we do not know if next gen is going to be a while. What we know is that Helix Dev Kits are rolling out next year. At least we see that there. But we don't know if this is going to be a 2028 or 2029. We do not know if PlayStation 6 is going to be a 2028, 2029. It could be a 2030. We don't know. Because the way things are nowadays, companies might say, you know, let's stick around with what we have and let's push this hardware to a limit because, hey, I don't know if people are going to pick up the new one. They just don't know. Unless if they can find a way to make it cheap, then that's a whole other situation, though. Question, should I be concerned about the price tag if I already have my console? Yes, we should be concerned because at the end of the day, raging, let's say, God knows, knock on wood 3 times, God knows, your console might get busted. And then you have to go in and try to get a new one because it's not going to be fixed. And you're going to have to pay for that extra cash for something that's 5 years old. Daniel Rubin says, ChatGPT Microsoft is reason for AI investing. They are stuck pinning time. No, we're not pinning this alone on Microsoft, my friend. No. No, 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 no. It's everyone. Everyone. They are stockpiling tons of RAMs for data centers, idiots. Now they complain themselves, we are the clowns here. It's everyone. Everyone, my friend. If you don't believe me, just go ahead and just Google it up. Let's go see. Who are the companies that are making data centers? All right, let's go find out. And it literally says, major technology companies, hyperscalers, specialized GPU providers, and global. Okay, let's see. We got Amazon doing it, Microsoft. We have Google doing it, Meta, Oracle. There you go, I mentioned you 5. We have CoreWeave, Cursu. Oh, wait. A new generation of companies has emerged, especially to address intense machine learning and graphics processing GPU demands, which is CoreWeave, operates numerous global facilities, and while is regarded as a primary specialized AI cloud provider, Crusoe Energy Systems, Lambda Labs, global collection of wholesale developers, Equinix, digital reality stack infrastructure. Hardware, cooling, and power providers, Vertiv, Eaton Corporation, and Schneider Electronics. There's way too many companies out there that are taking advantage of this shit. That's why we don't have RAM out there. Because if it was one, we probably have RAM. So let's not pinpoint this alone at Microsoft that everybody's doing it. Nvidia, Bobby the Bird, Louis. I'm not doing it though. I wish I did though. If I had that kind of money, I'd be like, yeah, but no, I'm not doing that though. Yep. But that's how it is. That's how it is. And so, like I was saying though, we have these companies, you know, saying if you don't sign a deal, you're fucked, right? And this happened yesterday. And I know a lot of people were out there mad about it, furious. I know a lot of people were complaining. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, why don't you get into the payment plan to get the console? Really? Get into the payment plan for 6-year-old tech? I mean, if you tell me it's a brand new tech, okay, cool. But 6-year-old tech, get into a payment plan? You okay? 6-year-old tech? It's like, oh yeah, let me, hey, let me go to the dealership and buy the same car I bought 5 years ago that got busted. And they have it there now. The car costs nearly almost double what it cost before. Yeah, let me get into a payment plan for something I already drove 5 years. Xbox console prices. Effectively August 1st, 2026 will be updating prices worldwide. The price of the Xbox console will increase by $100 for 512GB models and US $150 for 1TB models. We will also be sunsetting our 2TB model. Good. I'm happy you guys sunsetted that shit. Good. Good stuff right there, because that thing would have been 1,000 plus. And it's basically the same one as the 1TB. Last October, we increased console prices by $20.70 in the US. We hope another price increase will not be necessary. We have spent the last several months working with suppliers on options. That's something that's interesting though. We have spent the last several months working with the suppliers on options. Unfortunately, here you go. Storage and memory prices have increased by more than 2.5x, and we expect another doubling by the fall of 2027. The entire consumer electronics industry is struggling with the current component crisis, but the effects are particularly hard on consoles. Unlike phones, computers, speakers, and other consumer devices, consoles are typically not sold at a profit, but instead of less than they cost to make. Today, we're sharing programs to make Xbox more accessible. Here we go. Buy now, pay later. We made it easy to players to buy a buy now, pay later option on eligible Xbox hardware purchase through Microsoft stores, making it possible to break up your payment into predictable short-term interest-free installments. Interest-free financing. We are working with our partners to let players purchase eligible Xbox hardware at 0 APR financing for up to 12 months, giving players more flexibility with lower monthly payments and more budgeting control. Previously played consoles. We are working with retail partners on a new program to provide previously played consoles at lower prices. Players who are ready to upgrade and no longer use their console will be able to trade it in with participating retail partners for a cash or store credit. Those consoles will then be made available at lower prices for players. Certified refurbished consoles, Xbox certified refurbished consoles, are available at Microsoft stores for up to $100 off MSRP. Sweet. Xbox Series S is the lowest cost way for console players to enjoy the biggest hits this year, including Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 4, Gears of War, E-Day, Grand Theft Auto 6, Halo Campaign Evolved, and Madden NFL 27. So yeah, chat, we got that yesterday. We got Xbox with another price hike. Like I mentioned earlier before, sucks, but hey, what can we do? What can we do? And I know out there, ponies were celebrating the price hike, saying, "Oh, I hear you." Blah 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 blah. That's what I heard. Hear you, hear you, hear you. I can't believe this is happening. You know, laughing. Y'all remember what I said last year? Y'all remember what I said last year? When Xbox did the price hikes because of the RAM crisis, I told you guys, hey, PlayStation will be next. And they're like, no, it's not going to happen because PlayStation secured RAM for like 2 or 3 years. Look what happened though. Yeah, there's a secure RAM. And yep, they secured it all right. Up your asses, they secured it 100%. Yeah, that's the only thing they got secured, because at the end of the day, when you go out there and buy that console, you got to pay for more. That's the only secure thing we have out there. And let me tell you something, what is more secure is that they will raise the prices again. How do I know this? It's happening. Everybody's doing it. So I'm seeing that coming out soon. When? People are saying it's going to be after GTA 6. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's what they said. Sony built a RAM factory. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, they have their own RAM factory. Yeah. Just put it on the PlayStation, period. Yeah. By the way, I bought an official Xbox rechargeable controller battery for my Xbox Series X. It comes out with a USB Type-C cable and was dirt cheap at Target. I bought it. It's going to be a bloodbath this Christmas. I don't think people are going to buy a lot of games coming out. I can expect GTA 6 to sell below expectations. I don't expect GTA 6 to sell below, but when it comes down to hardware though, I don't see people really going out there and buying the hardware, because at least remember, on this current gen, we have let's say in total, let's say 110 million, 120 million players in this total current gen. So yeah. For the 120 million that we have on there, we're probably gonna get GTA 6 being sold at 80 million, 100 million copies or so, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that could be it though. Destiny 2, but Marathon. Phil said, "I'm F this. I'm out." Man, shit, it's getting bad, chat. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. It's getting really, really bad. Remember, PlayStation save a lot of RAM, according to Wink Wink Mag out there saying that Sony built a RAM factory just for PS5. Ah. Let's go see though. Let's Google out. Did Sony build a RAM factory for the PS5? Whoever said that shit, No, Sony did not build a RAM factory for the PlayStation 5. The RAM chips for the PS5 are standard 16GB GDR5 SD RAM and are sourced from specialized semiconductor manufacturers like, guess who? Samsung, SK Hynix, and the best one of them all, good old Micron. Yes! You guys reading this? So PlayStation, show your prices, baby. Bring it up. Do it. Why not? Shove it and do it. Go for it. See, chat? Like I said, though, this ain't gonna look pretty. If GTA 6 beats 29 million in a month like GTA 5 did, I'll be surprised. It will sell well just below. It will sell well, man. It will sell well. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who love GTA. It's going to sell well. And that is true because, I mean, at the end of the day, the trailer got 268 million views. So that's people who are really interested in the fucking game. So it will sell well. It will. Nvidia is big into RAM too, I think. You know what's crazy? They already made $4 billion and cost $2 billion to make. Which one? GTA 6? Pre-orders are pre. The money isn't charged yet. We shall see. I think GTA 6 will be a great game, but it's not 2013, it's 2026. In Cole's recent podcast, No Time Step, it was something that he said, I think Cole cut him out down. He got tired of Mag's BS. What did he say though? Evil. Big in ramming. Laugh out loud. You watch GTA 6 be full of bugs. All games are full of bugs. It's not gonna change. I hope GTA 6 is unplayable day one. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So, chat, enough of the RAM bitching, because even though we're bitching, at the end of the day, I think with our bitching, we're not gonna solve anything. But Xbox, tip from Crazy Louie. If y'all listen to this channel, my biggest tip is y'all need to find a way, besides not making profit on this console, to take a bigger hit when it comes down to this. You cannot increase again the prices, because I know, Asha, you're sitting there. I know, Asha, from what you have said in the interviews, I believe 100% you're looking for ways to make this device cheaper. I believe you're trying to do your best to find out ways, you know, how to make it more affordable. I know you're doing a lot of things, though, to try to change things around. I know you're trying, because the first thing you said when you stepped on the Bloomberg interview, when they asked you what is the most negative thing you saw from the Xbox brand, you said the console pricing. That, for me, really told me this lady really wants to go out there and compete. I know a lot of people were out there saying, you know, they really want to kill consoles. Look, no matter what they do right now, especially how things are, right now, it might go up, or they might find a way to stabilize it. And if I just finally found a way to stabilize the price for a while, find a way just to keep it that way, even though things go up, try to keep it that way for the longest as you can, because seriously, one more console price hike, I think you guys are just going to blow yourselves out of proportion. Now, what you guys got to do is you guys got to keep on fixing the PC store, because one good thing I always say about Xbox, and what really is saving you all, is how you guys expanded your ecosystem, and it's not stuck to the hardware only. It's everywhere. You got it on PC, you got it on cloud, you got it everywhere. Smart move. You really got to find ways to attract the person to come to your ecosystem, no matter what, and spend in your ecosystem. Have plans, make Game Pass plans, have a lot of things where people can go in and be happy with what they use with Game Pass. So seriously, find the route through there so you guys can live on, keep on going till this rent crisis decides to fade in a little bit, which is not going to be for a while. And seriously, I just hope and pray to God that these data centers will be done by 28. Please, Please, Lord, because seriously, fucking A. Max said that's when I was making a RAM factory for PS5. That's what Coach said. They want money. I'm just asking though. And I just looked at it. It says, no, Sony's not making a RAM factory. Building and operating semiconductor fabrication plants for general memory chips is highly specialized and requires billions of dollars in initial investment. Sony does not have the technology or business focus for this area and instead relies on partnerships with established memory manufacturers like Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron to supply the RAM needed for their electronics and consoles. There you go. Answer done. God, can't believe he actually said that live in the air. Oh, they're building a RAM factory. Yeah, hey, if Sony can build a RAM factory, I'm building a RAM factory. There you go. That's my message. I'll build it. He's ridiculous. Only 3 companies can officially make RAM: Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron. China just recently started making RAM from stolen Samsung info. Good. I hope things go out there and they keep on making RAM. Before the price increase, it was reported MS was losing $200 on console, so that was a big increase in a few months. Yeah, they got to find a way to stabilize that, because if they don't stabilize, it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. Like, look, I know they got the payment plan. I know people are going to fall for that payment plan, but my best advice I could say is this. Try to get a used one. Don't go nuts. This is 5-year-old tech. Try to find a used one for a good price. And hey, you can find it. Trust me. Go to Facebook Market, go to places, and try to get something for a sweet price if you want to upgrade your console. Seriously, man, this new thing is way too expensive for 5-year-old tech. Same thing goes for PlayStation. Same thing. I know the Nintendo Switch 2 is new. And even though the Nintendo Switch, they're right now at $500, I think they're going to increase probably $50 more, and it's still going to be, but still the PlayStation Switch not PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, sorry. I know Nintendo Switch can probably hold off to $600, but once it goes beyond $600, it's going to be way expensive for the Nintendo Switch. If they get there. Because Nintendo's really trying to fight and really try to hold off as much as they can, because they don't want to increase to that point, because they know if they do, people are not going to pick it up. Louis, did you pre-order GTA 6? Hell nah, I'm not pre-ordered shit yet. I've not sat down and pre-ordered that stuff. No way. I haven't sat down and done nothing. I always wait till it's a little bit close to do the pre-order. Always do that. Even Apple can't build a RAM factory and they have unlimited money. Yeah, they do. Mono RAM is not easy to make. The tech to make this, it isn't like making tires. Exactly. Sony gets the leftovers RAMs. Well, here's the funny part. We get the leftover RAMs too. Xbox gets it. Nintendo tech is older than Series X and PS5, and they can still. I mean, look, Nintendo is really trying to push off the increases. I mean, look how long it took them to increase the prices. I mean, they were fighting their shareholders. I mean, they were literally fighting them. Shareholders was like, increase the damn price. And Nintendo was like, nope, I want to hold on. Let's not rush into things. Please hold on. And shareholders said we're pulling back, and they did. And so Nintendo, at the end, was kind of forced to increase the prices, but they wanted to hold on for longer. They did. Both Sony and Microsoft were doing bad news dumps on GTA 6 pre-order day. It's hilarious. Definitely a strategic move, 100%. Yep. Both of them were doing it. And chats. Here comes another bad news over here. Which this will be, I hope today is going to be the last final news we read about. Because, damn. It's been bad news week all week. And seriously, man, it's been bad news for like the last month. No fucking joke. It's been bad news left, right, up, down. Seriously, it's getting tiring. Diangelo Parker, GTA 6 and Call of Duty are NW4, the game's hyped to play. There you go. It takes 30 to 50 billion factory to 1 year to build up to 3 or 5 years before it's operational. Yep, that takes a while though. Damn. So, damn, 2 factories and Sony's bankrupt. Here we go, chat. Zooming in. New way of layoffs at Xbox. Compulsion against employees massively report departures. This is so funny because they make their I love this title. This is basically like a big ass clickbait title. Because instead of saying, you know, Compulsion game employees report departures, they add the massively, saying like, oh man, they massively like killed the studio or something like that. They make it sound like a lot of employees that you know. So Microsoft has initiated a new wave of layoffs against studios. The Canadian studio Compulsion has been affected by the layoffs. Compulsion Games, whose latest project was South of Midnight, was among the first to be affected by the Xbox layoffs. Reports of mass layoffs impacting many developers have begun to surface online. Although Microsoft has not yet issued an official comment, the information is being confirmed by the employees themselves. Posts with the status open to work have started appearing in LinkedIn. Among those who are reported their departure, Sean M. and Paulette Richardson, who worked at the studio for almost 6 years, Shelby De La Cruz, and B. John Stefan are also looking for jobs, having thanked their colleagues for their collaborations. Sean says, after almost 6 wonderful years of Compulsion Games, immense professional goal, and release of one of the most creatively significant games in my career, I am now open to work. Shelby De La Cruz, hello everyone. After an incredible journey at Compulsion Games, I'm looking for new career opportunities and would appreciate any support. Paula Richardson, after 5 wonderful years of Compulsion, I am open for work. B. John Steven, hello everyone. After several years at Compulsion Games, Xbox Game Studios, I'm looking for new career opportunities. I'm incredibly grateful for this time and for everything I learned there. How to be a better colleague, how to embrace change more easily, and how to turn ideas into a finished product. This is just part of the experience I gained. I am endlessly grateful for people I've worked with. They taught me a lot on what to create a truly beautiful game. Chat, we also have from It at Xbox. That supposedly, you know, there's going to be some layoffs at It at Xbox. So yes, we're pretty much getting layoffs from the whole division in Microsoft. But will there be a studio shutdown? That is the question. We don't know. Because one thing's for sure, Schreier came out, of course, and literally said, no, it's inaccurate. They're not shutting down Ninja Theory Studio. So for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been hearing about Ninja Theory being shut down. Now it's inaccurate. While you guys were cheering for that to happen and saying that that trailer was shown to get investors to hop on and buy Ninja Theory. Really? 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 Oh man. GTA 5 custom controller and custom PS5 plates. They're making The Last of Us 3. Who's making The Last of Us 3? I'm lost here. PS5, yeah, use the Series S bam your gaming GTA. How many reported? Just several though. Just several people reported it. Just several people reported it. That's all. D'Angelo Parker, what are you saying though? They're making The Last of Us 3? We have not had confirmation about The Last of Us 3. GTA 5 custom controller and custom plates? Like, what? Huh? Ponies are dented. I don't understand why y'all want to come up here like telling us that The Last of Us 3. Right now, at this very moment, you know what I want? I don't want to talk about price hikes. You talk to me about a video game? Shit, by the time that video game comes out, the PS6 will be or the PS5 will be $1,000. I see some long-term people talking early retirement from Microsoft. I see some long-term people are taking the early retirement from Microsoft. I see that too. I see that too. Thank you for that. Because seriously, I don't understand why is he cheering for GTA 5 or 6 custom plates or controllers. Like, yeah. Like right now, we do not even know if we're gonna be able to buy even the custom plates because they might be expensive too. Shit, we don't know anymore what the hell's gonna happen when it comes down to game. We don't fucking know anything these days. When MS people lays off people, they give them like a 1 year of pay medical. When Bungie lays off people, they're giving them 1 day of medical and take away from the shares. Intergalactic will tank Naughty Dog, no Last of Us 3. We don't know if Intergalactic will tank though. We don't know that yet. We cannot be like, it's gonna tank because we have actually not even seen gameplay for that game though. We have not seen anything. We just seen a trailer, a girl driving her whatever it is. And that's about it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Hey, 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 hey. Here we go. Let me go to Blue Sky. Y'all ready for this? Let me see if I can find this right now. Lots of people, this next generation console will hit 1,000. I'm curious if it'll be next generation consoles. Important to world record history. Let's see though. The somebody, Mampus Catella said that our highlights Circana's 2007 first slide until Switch 2 drove 3% of US video game spending growth in May 2026. So quick hit main takes. Biggest hits are hitting real big. Everything else is getting squeezed, not new. We'll be last month with hardware growth for a while price in the Switch 2 launch comp will be a nasty combo. Consumer demand is still healthy, but how long will prices allow for that is the question. Wow, even Mappus Castella's asking a question right here. Like, how long would it be healthy for? Boy, Rastus, all I can say is fuck modern game. I'm gonna go live in retro bubble and play old stuff. That sucks, man. That sucks that we literally have to like go back and play older games, you know, or go to our backlogs and play them because shit, we don't even know what the hell's gonna happen though. It sucks. It sucks. I thought there was some information I just saw, but I did not see it. But no, something that I read out here. But no. So yes, I am in Twitter now, seeing what's cooking, what's happening, what's going on, because I think we already covered basically everything that is down with the news. Yay, let's go see what's going on, chat. And yes, we had our fun. We had to make fun of the whole Sony making up a RAM factory, which was pretty funny. I was, you know, like always laughing at that. Because, you know, that dude, I don't understand why is his point doing that though. Here we go. Holy shit! Uh-oh. This is bad. This is bad. This is awful, chat. This is bad. This is bad. I mean, just reading this title is awful. Reading this title is awful. Laugh out loud. There's people that believe they will get Elon Doge checks. Ha ha ha. I don't know what you're talking about there. Uh-oh. Dude, Sony's too poor to make RAM factories. Yep. Mm-hmm. MS pays well even with layoffs. I've seen it, and even decades ago, people retire after getting laid off from MS. They worked for over 10 years, that is. Yep. Mm-hmm. Twilight will tank. Naughty Dog, No Last of Us 3. Alright. VTB expansion. It was a $549 on Best Buy on sales. Now clearance for $594. Laugh out loud. So, this is not good. Xbox's worst US sales month on record. PS5 drops 58% as hardware prices soar. The average price of new games hardware is up 14% compared to a year ago. Xbox just had its worst May of the record in terms of hardware unit sales, while PlayStation fell to its lowest May since 2000 as consumers feel the impact of price increases. Yikes. So, you remember yesterday? This is why you cannot go out there and cheer because Xbox got a price hike. But guess what? Yours dropped 56%. What is it? Wait, what was it? Was it 56 or 59? My bad. 58%. Yours dropped 58% with that price hike. And that is the thing I keep on saying. This is 5 or 6 year old tech. The more your increases, the less people are gonna buy it. You can have payment plans. You can put whatever you guys want out there right now at this moment. But people really sit down and think and say, "Shit, this is expensive for something that's 5 or 6 years old." So let's read. That's according to Circana. Latest video game sales report, which suggests the PlayStation 5 unit sales declined by 58% compared to last May, while Xbox Series hardware units fell by 12%. Well, at least there's been a little input. But that tells me there's been a little push on Xbox. Hardware actually increased by 38% when compared to a year ago, 249 million. But this was propped up
You happen to see
by.
a guy around here about this big uses a cane? I was supposed to meet him.
Why am I hearing my sound? Am I hearing a sound though? Oh, it's from the website. Oops. Sorry about that. Whew. I was like, what the sound is coming from though? I was like, what the hell? I don't have any sound though. Alright, so let's go. Notably, alright, so it says here, pop-up by Nintendo Switch 2. PS5 spending was down 43%, driven by the recent price increases, and the Xbox hardware spending actually grew. Oh, it grew. Oh, compared to a year ago. Notably, the average paid for a new unit of video game hardware reached $502 in May, which is up 14% compared to a year ago, $440. Last month, the average price of PlayStation 5 consoles increased by 33% versus a year ago to $672. The Xbox Series up 22% to $524. Nintendo Switch 2 was again the best-selling hardware platform on both units and dollars in May and 2026 year to date, and reached the end of the first year with the US install base of 5.9 million units. Nintendo Switch 2 is the second fastest selling hardware in the US tracked history, behind only the Game Boy Advance 6.5 million. 007 Lite was May's #1 title in the full game dollar sales, debuting at 4th bestseller of 2026 to date. Forza Horizon 6 was the second best-selling game of the month and finished May ranked 5th year to date. Ah, sweet. In the latest big price increase for gaming hardware, Microsoft announced earlier this week, Xbox consoles will soon cost between $100 and $150 more. Starting on August 21st, 2026, the cheapest Series X 1TB model without a disk drive will retail for $750, while the cheapest 512 Xbox Series S model will now cost $500. This means that an Xbox Series X disk drive model will cost $300 more than what it did at launch in 2020. Like all consoles are literally 300 more these days. While the Series S is 50% more expensive. Yikes. Shit. And in the statement, Xbox blame price increases on the current components crisis impacting the consumer electronics industry, which has seen all three major console manufacturers are raising price significantly. Fortunately, console storage and memory prices have increased by more than 2.5x and expect another doubling by the fall of 2027, Microsoft said. Early this week, Valve confirmed Steam Machine will retail over 1,000, a price point some analysts speculate will be the floor for the next-gen consoles, expect to arrive from 2027. Yep, chat. They down 56%. Shoot. Is PSVR 2 still being manufactured? Yeah, in Jim Ryan's house. He's still making it. Yep. He's still making it at his house. That's where the PSVR 2 is being manufactured, Jim Ryan's place, because he likes to live in that virtual reality world where he believed, that all these service games he wanted to make were going to be a success. Yep, he lives in that reality, guys. Like I said, you did the right step, but you put out too many games out there for shit. VR is pretty much dead. Don't go Japan. See different than using VR clubs and night. Don't worry, Nintendo Switch 2 will still grow in market sale. Yeah, I know Nintendo. Look, like I said, Nintendo Switch can hold off for a bit. Like what I mean by hold off, like they can increase and just literally sit in $600. They can actually go for that because it's new hardware. It's not that old. Nintendo Switch 2 is only a year old, so it's not that old. So basically, they can increase to that number. Now beyond that, though, no, 600 would be a limit for Nintendo Switch 2, and it's still too much though for what it does. There's no update from Meta. I just checked this morning, didn't see anything. Did it just happen? I don't know. I do not use VR to know. Exactly, virtual reality. That's why the PSVR 2 was made, so Jim Ryan could put it in his head and believe that all the stuff he said was actually true. Only in his reality is true though. But in the real world though, it ain't shit. Carrie Silly will enjoy VR with something not suitable for children to see. Really? I'm gonna spend $500 to watch porn? Really? Really? $500 to watch porn? No. And not only that, can you imagine you wearing that thing and someone just boom comes in while you're watching that? I don't want to imagine that scenario. No. You bet you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and it shows. You bet just pulling your chain on hard dust. That's what he's doing. Nintendo had it worse November last year. Their sales dropped significantly, and Switch 2 sold well below expectations. People didn't read the news at that time, I think. VR porn. Now, here's the thing, though. If you guys buy your VR for that, please do not tell me. Just go ahead and enjoy it. I do not want to know. Please don't. Oh man, you see how VR chat is onto Steam. What do you mean? What's going on? They have prawn about that scenario. Louis laugh out loud. Japan is like our trend for VR. Now there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of places where people enjoy VR. That's the truth, though. VR is something that it's an option, and people who like that are going to buy it. I mean, my nephew alone wanted a VR the other day, and I asked him, why do you want a VR? To play games. I mean, you said the same thing for the PS5. What games do you play for the PS5? I want to play FIFA Club. So I'm like, so are you going to get VR to play FIFA Club? So convince me, why do you want a VR? To play games. But again, convince me, why do you want VR? To play what games? Because if you're only playing FIFA Club, that means what, are you going to play soccer in VR? Ah, shit. It's hilarious and strange, really? And heavy, uncomfortable is too expensive. VR is huge. Heavy, it's not that heavy, though. I thought VR is not that heavy, though, to be honest, though, when I tried it. For me, it wasn't that heavy, though. Now, I'll tell you what's heavy. The Virtual Boy. Holy shit, that motherfucker was heavy as hell. I mean, they literally, they're like, here, have a strap for that thing. I mean, that thing was like, you put it on, and your face was like this wide over here. Like literally, you can just run around and just, I don't know. I thought, when I first put the strap of the VR on, because I was going to say the strap, but you know, if I would have said that, of course, I know where chat was going to go with that. So, yes. When I put the strap of the VR on, just in case, with the Virtual Boy, I was like, no, that thing was heavy. Literally, like if I would have worn it, if I would have bought that and played it for years, my head would have been like up forward like that and just, that's it. Because that's how heavy that shit was. My God. So I see 105-year-old using VR for gaming. Nice, that's sweet. And again, the price tag was the problem with PS3. Sony were out of their minds, and $600 price tag, to be fair, that was PlayStation first bad console gen, and still a problem 2 decades later. The problem is right now, David, it's not even, this is what's sad though. This is not PlayStation's fault. This is not Xbox's fault. This is not Nintendo's fault. This is not graphic cards' fault. This is not none of these dudes' fault. This is something that just got in way too deep. Louis almost had a Freudian slip. No, but Louis was smart though, and put it out on a great way to say it. Because you know, when I was gonna put on that strap, you know, thing, I was gonna say, you know, the other last words of it. I said, when I grabbed the strap for the VR and put it on, right? You know, there you go. And you know, it was heavy though, so yeah, I fixed it though. Right, red, heavy, understandable, uncomfortable. That's the straps that fix the issues. Expansive. The Quest 3 is the cheapest gaming device at the market right now, and that plays current gen games. Sweet. What is it with the R advertisement in chat? VR, give it a rest. VR can you be using medical requirement? Block time me thinks. See what I mean? This is why this show has gone up to hell now. See? Why it's so serious that strap on into the deep. See what I mean? That's why. I said it correctly earlier. When I grabbed the Virtual Boy, right? Grab the strap of the VR and put it on. That's why I said it that way. So, yeah, it was way too heavy. Yeah, alright, so, yeah, just in case though. Yeah, making it clear though. Not the other thing. Because I know Chad was going to go to hell with this. So I try to prevent that. So yeah, like I said, bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news everywhere. I tried the PSVR 2, it's actually not bad, but it's too expensive, and that's, yep. Yeah, it's too expensive, though. That thing was like, what was it, like the price of the console? Shit, that thing was expensive as hell. What the hell? Huh. If these next-gen consoles come out next year, oh man. Yep. I don't even know what's going to happen, though. Fucking A, another aftershock in Venezuela. Shit. Man. Come on, Venezuela. Come on. I know you guys can pull through. Just watch out, guys. Watch out. Shoot, man. Shoot. So let's keep going down the list. Going down the list, see what's up with the world. Yeah, man, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. I mean, it's devastating, man. I mean, you watch the video. You sit there, you watch that video. It shakes for 50 seconds, my friends. Can you imagine? No, I don't even want to imagine that. Fuck no. That's a horrible feeling. Can you imagine you're at home and it shakes for 50 seconds? Just non-stop shaking. Just... And you start to hear cracks. Oh, it's gotta be like the most horrible feeling in the world, man. No joke. I mean, that has me like right now, because here's the thing though, we're on the same tectonic plate shift, right? We're in the same tectonic plates right now. So you sit there, you think about like, okay, that was down there, but what happens if up here something happens though? Shit. So I've been like, whoa. Have they had buildings flattening over that? I wonder what their building standards are over. Is that an E-key zone? So here's the thing though, Yubei, when it comes down to earthquakes. There's no building in the world that can resist 2 earthquakes at the same time. Because the problem was there was 2 earthquakes. You had a 7.41 going in, and then all of a sudden a 7.2 at the same time. So literally it shook for 50 seconds. You could have the best springs, you can have everything on that building, man. It's still gonna get messed up. It can crack, it can fall, some of them can resist a little bit, but at the end though, it was a 50-minute shake. 50-minute shake. And remember, everything is concrete. I think Venezuela was with concrete, I don't know. Yeah, we were waiting for tsunami here. We had a tsunami alert though. We did. And let me tell you, Chad, you want to know how strong it was, Yubei? I'll tell you this much. You want to know how strong it was? Look. A flight from Dominican Republic to Venezuela. Flights to Venezuela from Dominican Republic to Caracas is about 8 hours long. Or from major U.S. hubs like Miami, non-stop flights take just, oh, my bad. If it's from, let's say 2 hours tops. Yeah, it's probably 2 hours, my bad. 2 to 3 hours probably, my bad, yeah. 2 or 3 hours it takes to get to Venezuela, sorry. Not 8 hours long, sorry. It was a misread information here. But it's like 2 hours long, right? So that's flying alone. So imagine you that we felt that earthquake here, because at 5 p.m. Dominican Republic shook from those 2 earthquakes. That's how you know how strong that was. But yeah, but you can have super tight things, but 2 earthquakes, oh shit. We had the earthquake that happened in Venezuela, we felt it here. It was shaking here that day. That's how strong of an earthquake was. And listen, the Haiti earthquake that we had 15 years ago, oh, close to that, I think it was 15 years ago, the Haiti earthquake we had here in Dominican, we felt that 7.5 earthquake. We felt it. And it shook really bad, you know. It shook really bad here, but it wasn't as bad as Haiti, though. But imagine that in the Venezuela one, that's 2 hours away by flying, we got to felt. Oh, that's crazy. Shoot, that is crazy. That's how strong that thing is. That's how strong that thing is, though. 2 earthquakes the same day, which is not normal. Not in the same day, in the same seconds in the time frame. Because it wasn't like Pickles. We had an earthquake, a 7.2, which you had like a 10-minute or 15-minute, you know, to run away from the earthquake. No. It was a 7.2, a 7.4, and then a second later, a 7.2. There was 2 earthquakes right there. We had a 6.8 senior last year in HS. They didn't even send us home. Wow. Yeah, but like I said, it probably can resist a 6.8. you can it probably can resist an 8 or a 9. But if you get 2 earthquakes at the very same time, you're gonna see destruction though. You're gonna see destruction. It's like a big nuke just dropped in there. Shoot. So when is trailer 3 coming out? Chat, hold on, be right back. Let me go get some water. Be right back. Be right back. I'm still looking for news. If you guys find some news, pitch it in here so we can talk a little bit more about it before we start, to head out. Be right back. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Had to do something real quick. Get some water and say hi to someone. Ah, here comes Ed Nini. Yep. Sorry you had to experience that, Louis. Oh, it's okay, man. I mean, there's something we cannot control, chat. It just happens. We just cannot control what this happens. I know Japan gets a ton. I think that's the most in the world. Generally, there's more mountains than terrain. You get, yep, it's crazy. No clue. Forgot about trailer 3 at this point, laugh a lot. Hey, Louis, if you do get yourself a ROG Ally X one of these days, don't forget to pair your Xbox Series X controller to it. That way with Lenovo Legion Go, oh, seriously. Yeah, maybe if I do get it. Louis look like a what now? Aw, man. Why do y'all always gotta put me like I look like these dudes, though? You know what? I'm shaving off the stash. It's coming off today. Fuck it. Tonight, I'm taking out the stash. I don't want to look like that. And then next week, I'm getting my haircut. Yep. Yes, sir. Man, oh man. Sales are down bad when it comes to hardware. And the sad part about this chat is going to get worse. And I think, look, here's my take on this. I think, with all the love in the world, I think the people who are going to buy GTA on console, they already got their console. I think, GTA is not going to push that much units. I think everybody was ready for it. Let me go grab General Discord. A lot of people are saying, yeah, it's going to push. I'm like, I don't know. I think people already went through the generation, though. Thank you for that, Pickles. Let me go to this thing. More on GTA 6. We're going to get GTA 6 news for, like, everything. No! All I know is one thing. We got a Q&A happening for Halloween the game. I can't wait for that Q&A. So let's see though. Oh, okay, listen. Yo, listen. Listen to Louis with this. Take this as a grain of salt. Says here, Brazilian retailers have shared GTA 6 product listings with more details about the game. Players who pre-order the game buy the game before normal home receive the vintage Vice City pack. The map includes Vice City beaches, swamps, small towns, suburbs, and the state of Laonida. Players can switch between Jason and Lucia during the story. We already knew this because we did it in Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't understand why. If there's two characters, we knew that was gonna happen. Jason and Lucia have their own unique abilities. Okay, that one we did not know. NPCs have their own daily routines and react to the world around them. We did know that. Random events happen across the map. Of course, that happens in all Rockstar games. Players can enter more buildings and interactive locations. The in-game includes social media where players can watch viral videos, follow influencers, and keep up the events in the world. Some side missions can be discovered through social media. The game features improved lighting, ray tracing, dynamic weather, more realistic animations, and highly detailed environments. The PS5 Pro version is listed with better performance, more stable frame rates, and sharper image quality. So take that as a grain of salt, chat, because at the end of the day, though, I don't know if it's 100% true, though. Like I always say, when they spread stuff like this, because, you know, nowadays, with the info that's out there, people can put fake stuff out there. We just have to wait and see till everything, you know, comes out from them themselves. So yeah, I agree. I've been saying this since day one. I don't see GTA pushing consoles. We are being forced into cloud gaming, says Ron Schlosser. I don't think that Xbox is trying to force that, though. I think what Xbox is trying to do is trying to survive this bad wave, like how all these consoles are trying to survive it. Because, I mean, look, everyone is being affected. I mean, PlayStation is down 58%, man. 58% down. And listen, we have the GTA 6 pre-orders. We knew about the GTA 6 pre-orders that are coming out. Now, we don't know if this month we're going to probably see a little bit more push on console hardware, though. We don't know that because this was the month of May, right? We knew this was going to be out for June, right? So that didn't even push it. So let's see what happens, though, after this month. Let's see how it goes, though. Modern controllers are Bluetooth devices, well, the wireless and wire. But for PC, though, I like to wire the controller in. I don't like to use it as Bluetooth, though. But sometimes, you know, the Bluetooth kind of skips a beat and the controller goes everywhere. So, yeah. Pickles says, Modern Warfare 2 on sale for $6 on Steam. Go get it, guys. Go get it. What percentage do you think Xbox will be down after this? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I think everything will be down after this. And it's going to keep going down. It's not going to go up. Because here's the thing, though. One thing is for sure. Where these consoles can save for the end. Because here's the thing, though. Key points, right? From here to December, these consoles, when it comes down to money, they'll be fine. Because, for example, look at all the games that are coming out. That's going to rack up a couple bucks in there. We got GTA 6 incoming, which is really massively going to pump in a lot of money for these consoles. But when it comes down to console sales, though, I'm not expecting too much. I don't know. I'm just not. I'm just going to wait to see what's going to happen. But I don't think this is going to push units because I already think we are 6 years in close to the next gen, right, as it is. And the only way they can push the units out there, say something, is be like, okay, we are delaying next gen to 2031. That can actually probably help push a couple units out there. But right now, there's people at this very moment looking like, okay, all right, so we are here at this very moment, and we don't know when next gen is going to come out. So we're waiting for next gen announcement to come out so we can jump into it. So we don't know if it actually is going to happen. So if the company comes out and says something, then yes, it will probably push a couple more units more out there. But I don't think they're going to say something. I think they're just going to go ahead and throw out there in the next gen console though. Our medical history. I shouldn't exist. I was born from a father left testicle. Huh? Huh? Hard does what? I'm lost here though. What are you talking about, Hard does? You okay? At this point, the way prices are, players just want GTA 6. Nobody gives a shit. It plays better on the PS5. Yeah, with the haptic feedbacks, it does. Louis, now it's not. No, we're not console warring though. I'm not console warring or nothing. I'm just being serious about it. I'm just saying that right now, at this very moment, like for gaming, like what's gonna like what I predict might happen in the next couple months to December. Now after December, I don't know how things are going to go. There's a couple things that need to happen. You know? But hardware though, I'm not counting on hardware. Not at all. I'm not counting on hardware, not at all. Now I'm just saying that the only way you might move a couple units is if they come out and said, okay, we're going to delay next gen to this year. That way it can push more units. But right now there's some people, I know that for a fact, that are sitting and be like, okay, we know the Helix is there. We know that we're going to get dev kits out there in 2027. So let's say by the end of 27 or by the end of 28, Helix might come out. You know, there's people that are waiting for something to happen. You know, I don't know. So when it comes down to these units though, right now, this very moment, I know it's not going to be pushed that much. And GTA will probably push a couple, but not a whole lot. Now, if they decide to drop down to $400, all of them, then yes, we will get to see a big push. But I don't see that happening. Like, I never believed the pony. Should I pre-order GTA 6 on Xbox? Yeah, I mean, software. If you want to pre-order, go for it. Why not? You know which one you want to choose? Go for it. I'm not going to say to get the $100 version one, but the $100 version one unlocks all the stores. Assholes. Thought it was just clothes and stuff like that. I was excited. I was like, yeah, we're going to get guns, store. I was like, we're going to get guns, rims, cars, and everything. I said, yeah, that's going to be cool. But then I read what the $100 edition does. Opens up stores. I'm like, what the hell? Shit. But here's the thing though, El Nini. Everybody out there on Twitter was console warring on this shit. On the price hike. They were laughing, they were cheering, they're like, oh, oh, price increase, price increase. Stores like stores? Yes, you can if you, so here, I'm going to read the article I read yesterday. I think you weren't here when I was reading it. So here, let me go get it. Hold on, give me 1 second, Safo, since you're here. I'll do that for you, my friend. My awesome friend Safo, which I truly love and care dearly. And is the one who's going to get an inheritance of mine, which is the VCRs and VHSs. Yep. When I send her that to her place though, if she says I want them, like, here you go. So here's Safo. All right, I got it. Let me just drop it in here. Let me read it again. So this is what you get if you pay for the $100 version, because this sucks. And I know games are doing that, like Pokemon and Metroid did it. You know that for a fact with the music. So it says here, if you buy the $100 version, what's the difference? So here you go. So for the Ultimate Edition, if you pay the $20 extra, right here, it says loud and clear. Write out customs. Transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art. Oh, my bad, sorry. Essentially, If you want full access to everything in the game, you're going to have to pay extra 20 for it. Here are the stores included in the Ultimate Edition for GTA 6. So the Standard Edition does not have 5 stores. So if you pay for the $100 version, you get Ride Out Customs, Sarah's Unisex Salon, Stock 305, which is clothes and stuff like that, Electric Fang Tattoo, you already know what that is, I don't need to explain it, and One Eye Willie, which is a mod shop that gives you offer modifications and stuff like that. So literally, if you pay for the $100, you get these 5 stores. If you pay for the 80, you don't get those 5 stores. Yep, that's what they said though. Yep. eBay says constant warning on price tag is stupid as fuck because it will happen on both sides. They are defending shortly after. Exactly. That's what I say though. Oh, it's a joke? Okay, I was like, huh? You lost me there. Xbox Cloud Gaming is free with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Yep, that is true. It's free. No, it's not free. You gotta pay for it. I mean, there's a free version, I think, isn't there? And it has ads. No, I think that never came out though. So let's see the. So Nicola out there on Twitter says this, predicting that by 22 console we price like this. PS5 Pro, $1,099. Which I agree with Nicola. I think it's gonna be there. Series X, $899. PS5 disc, $800. Right? PS5 digital, $699. Series S 1TB, $600, and the Series S 500GB, $450. Switch 2 staying at $500. Steam Machine, dead. I agree with the PS5 Pro and the others, but I think the PS5 will be a little bit more expensive though. So it says here, Xbox and PS Helix and checkmate. The design of the PS6 and the next Xbox party has just crashed into a historical financial wall. Lenovo has officially warned exorbitant prices of RAM and SSD will be a new normal until 2030 and beyond. Yep, we're fucked. We are so fucked, chat. And the good thing is, chat, and listen, I'm going to tell you this much. If you want to get to new gen right now, and if you're ready for it, do it right now at this very moment. Do not wait. Do not, what's it called? Sit there and hoping there's going to be a price reduction, because the only warning we got right now, this very moment, there's going to be more price increases. So if you want to go to next gen, my advice is this. Right now, this very moment, if you want to get it new, go get it before August. Get it new. Go buy it. Rush it. Go buy it, because in August, we're going to get a price increase on the Xboxes. My advice is try to get it used. Don't go nuts. That's what I say. This is 5-year-old tech, but if you want to get it new, that's on you. That's my advice. Same thing goes for PS5. Same thing goes for Nintendo. Right now, if you guys want new gen, go get it. Because for the next 5 years, we are not getting a price reduction. If you want to buy a ROG Ally X, go get it now. If you want to buy a cell phone, go buy it now. If you want to buy a car, go buy it now. If you want to buy a refrigerator that talks to you and says, that's good, let's go do this, go buy it now. Seriously, go buy it now. Sean Hearing, anyone's just get a PS5? No. I'm not saying get a PS5. I'm saying what you want to buy, though. So that was a little bit out of there. I'm just saying, if you want to buy, if you personally want to buy a machine to get into next gen, go buy it now. If you want to get a cell phone, go buy it now. Go buy a car, go buy it now. Go buy it now, no joke. Go buy it now if you guys want to. Because for what it seems, though, this is gonna get more and more expensive. That's the only thing I can see. And I told you guys last year this on this show. I don't know what's gonna happen this year. I told you guys that last year. I said next year I don't know what's gonna happen with the RAM crisis. But at least I know something now. They told us it's gonna last till 2030. So yikes, we are fucked. So it says you're so mean to the Sony fans, and you claim to be better than them. Yo, here's the thing though, Hard Dust. Sony fans are people that always are fighting. Louis, stop lying. Tell us the truth. Nah, I don't need it. Here, I'll pull up the article. I'll show you guys. That's the only thing I know. Unless if something happens, then and it can change though. But I believe this is going to be for a while. So let me see, I just saw it. Let me go get Ecstasy's. Ecstasy's posted it. Let me go see if I can find the article. But Lenovo came out and actually said that. So at least now I know things are going to go up 100%. And after Micron went out there and said, hey, you know, fuck it. There you go. Remember when everyone thought the RAM crisis was over, figured out Google algorithm LLMs reduce hardware needs? Now I got a question though. Where are the regulators at with this shit? Paulo McMurray says, here's a better idea. Doesn't support any of these garbage companies. Well, Paulo, I'll tell you something though. If you want a game, is that you gotta support it. You gotta buy the product if you want to game. Like play video games. There's PCs, there's consoles, and we all know all the brands when it comes down to PCs. We all know all the brands when it comes down to consoles. This is a hobby, it's video games. So my advice is if you want to get into this hobby and go to next gen, go pick it up right now. If you want to buy it new, that's on you. If you want to buy it used, which is the advice I give people, go get it used. Once it affects iPhone sales, then they'll react. But here's what's funny though. A lot of better retro console, sir. Okay, you can get your retro console too. But again, you're still buying the same brand. The only difference is if you go way back, you get a Sega. But from 2000s till now, it's been Xbox, Nintendo, and what else? Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation. Sorry. Going back to the stories in tech, I mean, they still have old game consoles if not paying them. No, then don't pay them. Listen, I'm not forcing you to pay them. I am not forcing you. I'm just saying if you want to, you go ahead and do it. If you want to. If you don't want to do it, cool. I don't blame you. Exactly. And that $100 PC can play many console generations if you want to look back though, and you can access literally everything, almost everything. Build a big ass library. If not, go ask New Jack Gaming, he'll tell you about it. Except for one thing, though, he predict the price hikes currently though. That's the only thing I can predict though. Price hikes are gonna happen. Price hikes are gonna happen no matter what. On everything, it's gonna happen. I told you guys last year, we're going to start seeing it everywhere. Now, Apple increased their prices, though. And I was amazed, though. I thought Apple already increased them, but no, they have not. They lasted this long to increase them. That was fucking crazy reading that news. When was it, 2 days ago? I was like, holy shit. Man, chat, this is bad. This is way too bad. Huh. Yep, that's the advice I can say though. I mean, if you want to buy new, that's on you. But my advice is go buy used if you want to get to the new gen. Or if not, don't buy nothing. I'm going to get GTA on my PS5 Pro. Laugh out loud. Nah, fam. That's awful joke, teasy. I see so significantly better than PS5 and Series X around 800, 850. If I'm on your Quest 3 can also play most retro games through emulation, flat screen, not VR native. Sweet. See? We don't have to go shopping for old consoles. All we gotta do is slap an emulation and we're happy. And another thing though, since you brought up the old consoles, right? Like not paying for them. You know, the Xbox Series X and S have dev mode on it where you can literally download any emulation out there on the planet. If you don't believe me, go ask New Jack Gaming. He'll tell you step by step what to do. He has shown me all the videos in the world of all the emulations he has done on that console, and it's fucking amazing. Going back to the Stone Age of tech, yep. Yep, that's what's happening, chat. We are doomed. We are fucked. We are screwed. Yep. Oh, but don't say, but you'll see. It's gonna go up too. It's going to go up to chat. We are so screwed. Oh, ho, 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 ho. But yeah. It's fucked. Just recently they made a new Nintendo 3DS just as well. What happened here? What the fuck happened today? El motociclista queda atascado entre muro y patana en el quinto centenario. Oh, God. Did you know the screen of GTA was missing shadows? Really? Some of these old consoles are absolutely worth it. They aren't $700, $900. Well, it depends on the old console you want to get though, because Sega Saturn though, hey, that's an expensive ass box though. Holy crap! Let me go see. Let's go on eBay. Sega Saturn is like 300. There you go. Sega Saturn console bundle. The Japanese one is 7,000 pesos. But yeah, Sega Saturn is expensive. Holy shit. Sega Saturn console with 11 games is 23,760 pesos, which is like $400, $500. Oh, hell no. For an old shit like that? No. And the games though? Huh. Oh my god. Dragon Force, Sega Saturn CD, 20,000 pesos, which is $500 for one game. Hell nah. I'd rather emulate that shit. Fuck no. No. Now, if you want to collect games, you know, go for it too. I mean, that's cool though. That's cool. I don't mind people who collect games. I don't mind that, but oh no, not paying all that money for that shit. No. Rates. Retro consoles are only cheap because retro gaming is only starting to gain traction. Once it becomes more popular, expect the prices to go up as well. No, but wait. What? Retro gaming is expensive, Hard Dust. It's not cheap though. Louis like me, smart and not gullible enough to fall for greed that a lot of people in the game industry. Louis is self-aware. On top of that, he knows what he's going better than PS fanboys. The thing is, here's the thing though. I'm an Xbox fan. That is true 100%. And I always say this. If I gotta take a jab at them, I'll take a jab at them. Like when I saw the price tag yesterday, I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know, of course, I was like, what? I was like, Asha, I thought you, and I said this on the show. I said, I think Asha has a secret weapon that she, in the next 100 days, I said this here on the show, she probably found something to decrease the prices on the consoles. I was like, because she said she wanted to fix Gen 9. I said that here on the show. I said it. And that's true. I said that. But I think this has just gone way borderline for her and everyone because, look, they increased the prices. And that's not her fault. It's the situation's fault. And why do I believe Asha was looking for a way to reduce console prices? Because she reduced Game Pass, guys. She did not keep the business model going at $30. She reduced it because she said, oh shit, there was a lot of growth back over here when the price was here. And by hiking this price, all this growth happened. So she's looking for a way to grow the box, to grow the service, to grow everything. And she knew right then and there with that $30 price tag, she was not going to grow it, so she decided to reduce it. So that was the first thing, you know, that she did. And also, the first thing that she did was look at the console price and be like, shit, we got to find a way to reduce this. But there's no way, there's just no way, no how right now. No way, no how. And that is the situation with all the AI components. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, Microsoft, F you, you know, yeah. But the funny thing is, if it was only Microsoft, I would say F you, 100%. But I still say F you to Microsoft, yeah, for what they're doing with the AI stuff. But business-wise, though, if they don't do it, guess what happens? All these other idiots that are doing it are going to kill Microsoft. And that means that Xbox or whatever Microsoft has left, and there's going to die 100%. The company will die if they don't advance in this technological leap. That's the freaking problem. But at the end of that's business, though. That's business. It was all PR talk. What, the interview that she said? Here's the thing, though. Rayoid, look. No matter who sits there and talks, it's always going to be PR talk. The actions speak louder than words. I always say that. She went out there and she opened the book and looked at the numbers. And at the end of the day, though, when she looked at the book and looked at the numbers, she said, wait a minute. Game Pass had an awesome growth and it was growing, and it stopped right here because they slapped the $30 price tag. And listen, she would have continued. Because to be honest, though, I was joking around the other day and I said something. Is Game Pass, if Game Pass would have kept the $30, will it still be the best value in gaming? With the price of 80 that went up, you do the math, though, it was the same thing. $20 versus 70 was a $50 savings, and now gaming is going to 80. There could have been that $50 savings right there. Yeah, $50 savings. They would have said, oh, yeah, it's still the best place for gaming, but no. You know what she did? She said, okay, we reduced the price. You got to get Call of Duty out of here, and that's it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, still Microsoft's fault. Microsoft's fault for what? You know how many companies are putting in money for AI? I love how they want to blame just Microsoft. Come on, man. Be honest with yourself. Sure knows why. She works with the company that's part of the problem. But here's the thing, though. It becomes a problem when you see and when you hear that Valve came out and said, if you, and I already posted the article earlier. I don't know if you saw it. I'll show it to you again. If you go to these guys and say, hey, let's sign up a contractual year for a year, and they say, no, this is a monthly price. If you don't pay for it, you're out. They red flag the person and not selling the product. Running up component prices, you're blaming shifting. The one who's really running up the component prices right now is Micron. Micron is getting really greedy, my friend. No one else is doing it but Micron because there's three. Listen, this is the problem. When you got 3 companies out there that do the same thing. If there was 20 of them, we wouldn't have this problem. But there's only 3 in the world. 3. It's just like corn. My company, I export corn. Right? No, I import corn. Sorry, not export. I import corn. So in my company, there's only 6 companies around the world that literally sends you corn. 6. And each of them, sometimes when the prices go up, each of them come together and say, okay, the price of corn right now is $320 a ton here in Dominican Republic, $320 a ton, and that's how it is. Famo, good stuff coming off the top of the road. Finish off your show. Keep speaking truth, Louis. Hey, what's up, Famo? Legal in the... Wait a minute. Why isn't Legal a moderator in this channel? What the hell? There you go, Famo. There you go. But yeah, that's how it is. Corn, not porn. Corn. So you're not saying that it's not Microsoft's fault. I'll tell you this. It's a lot of the company's fault. But in the end, though, if you don't understand what's going on, my friend, is that when technology goes up, what I mean is when technology is after something, everybody goes in it. And these big tech companies go in it. But the greedy ones are Micron, Samsung, and HK, whatever his name is. Because Micron literally said this. They said right now that they signed a deal for the next 5 years. It's easy to blame the one that can actually invest in tech. Because I got a question. What do you want? Microsoft to stand by and let these tech companies go forward and Microsoft go bankrupt? Because that's what's going to happen, though, if they don't go by. You got Nvidia, too, that's doing it. Everybody's investing into this shit. That's the problem. There's only 3 companies around the world that make chips. The problem is we got 3 companies that make chips. We need to have 20. And if we had 20 of them, we wouldn't have this problem. We just got 3. 3. And those 3 are going to take advantage because those are the only 3 out there. So imagine you, and it's simple. There's 100 companies right now investing in AI. This is 100 versus 3. What do you think the 3 are going to do? Oh, shit. All right. You know what they're going to do? I'll tell you what they're going to do. This is what they're going to do. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. This is Micron at this very moment. Check this out. Hey, let me paint it for you. Look, Micron this very moment, this is what they're doing. Hey Samsung, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey Samsung, do you see how much revenue I pulled in? Yeah, okay. Look, let's do this. I'm gonna raise the price over here. All right, yeah, okay. Let's do it together then. Okay, let's do it together. All right, let's go. Let's keep making money off of these dudes. I mean, we gotta make money off of them. Okay. You know, I'm planning to go into Archie Broke. I'm gonna stick with this though because I know you're gonna have a limit to what you can do, and I have this much, and I know at the end of the day they're coming over here, and you're not gonna buy it up. All right, let me call HK Healy, the other company. Hold on a second. Phone call between all 3 of them, and a conversation or video meeting. Hey, I'm thinking I'll put in the price here, so why don't we all put the price here? Now I'm thinking about selling $1 less, you know. Oh, okay, but no problem, because I know you have a limit to what you build, so yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna keep it this way. And Micron is the biggest one out of all 3 of them. That's what's going to happen. They're going to sit there at the desk and be like, okay. And then all of a sudden, Bob calls in the Micron dude. Hey, I want to buy some chips. Okay, this is the price. Can we make a year contract? No, we're not making a year contract. This is the price though. But I want to make a deal with you to keep this price for like a year. No. Or you either pay it monthly or you're out. I don't pay monthly. Okay, you're out. Hey, Samsung. HK Helix, Bob was looking for deals. They'll give them deals. Fuck them. They got to pay monthly because we got to get our monies in. That's what they're doing. At this very moment. They're chilling and killing us out there. That's what these companies are doing right now. If you don't believe me, well, how do I know this? I'm in the business. I know how it works. And my business, you know, gets supplied by 6 companies that bring in corn. And all of them sit there and try to negotiate. One drops 10, the other one drops this. And here's the problem, though. This is what they do. They put the price high because they know that if you purchase 600 tons of corn for a very low price, and this one that has a price at 320, you're going to run out of corn. And you're going to have to go to this guy that has a 320 corn and buy it from them. Because the next ship comes in 3 months. Corn, yes, that's just corn. Imagine that. Same thing these guys are doing at Micron, same thing they're doing at Samsung, same thing they're doing at these companies. Well, okay, I know you guys have a supply and demand because even Micron knows this. They said we're building up another factory. It's going to come out in 2028 to make more memory because they cannot make all the memory for these 100 companies all together. They can't. But that's how that business goes, guys. That's how the business goes. That's how it is. Unless we get more companies out there to supply us. But that's just not going to happen. There's only 3 around the world. That's how it is, though. So David Cohen says in a comment earlier, he says, Louis, I notice you're smart with your money too. You are wise to save your money for better and cheaper games. A lot of time I do that. Every dollar I earn, Louis, works. I work to do too. The ponies don't work. The ponies, all they do, their work is bitching, period. All they do is bitch, complain, try to be, happy about things when it comes to price rises. You know, shit. But yes, like I said, blame Louis for corn price. Hashtag blame Louis for corn price. It's not my fault. It's the oil that increased the prices. So when the oil increased, of course, the shipping increased a lot more. And that's to the oil prices. Because everything that, listen, Chad, you guys need to understand. One thing that happens, it literally, sends a shockwave to everything. When the oil prices go up, all the products you buy in the supermarket go up. They are, because they charge transport. That's how it is. Transportation gets more expensive. Some companies might hold off a bit, but at the end though, once they can't hold off for that long, they have to go up. So yeah, the supply chain, that's how it works. Yeah, supply chain, exactly. That's how it is. And that's the thing with this company though, right? With Micron is getting greedy because they know them, Samsung and HK are the only 3 companies that produce those chips, those RAMs. They know that. And so what happens is that they have a limit to what they can supply. And so they say, okay, let me put this price on this limit. So when companies like Microsoft, like Google, like Amazon, like all these other dudes come in and say, hey, I want to buy this. Let's what's it called? I want to buy this. Let's give you a price. And so they say, well, since we were the only 3 ones, how much are you selling Samsung? How much you're selling? Okay, I'm going to put this price right here. When you guys run out of the limit you guys can sell, I'm going to sell it for this price, make my cash. That's how it is. It sucks, chat. It sucks. But, hey, right now, my best advice is hold on to what you have right now. Take care of it. Give it maintenance. Have fun. If you want to jump in the new gen, my biggest advice, get it used. If you want to jump to new gen, it's cool. I got no problem with that. But if you want to buy it new, that's on you. But in the end of the day, though, we're going in for a long, long ride. We don't know if next gen is going to come soon. I hope it does. But again, I don't know what the price is going to be because it is getting scary. These prices are going way too high. Yes. And for us, the consumers, we're fucked. Period. When it comes down to everything. Because like I said, cell phones going up, cars going up, everything that has a chip and a RAM in it, woo-wee! Everything, even the Dodge Ram is going to go up. Yeah, that was a bad joke, but you know what I mean, though. But yeah, chat, that was my rant. And listen up, the crazy ones gotta go, chat. I got several things I gotta do. Today is Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Yes, guys, today is Friday. So since it's Friday, I got a couple things I gotta do. I gotta run into the office and then come back home and work on my exercise routines. Yep. Dodge Ram is for the rich people, now, says Google Boy. It is. But chat, like always, before we go, tell me what you've all been playing. What you all been playing, chat? What you've all been playing? Go for it. What you've all been playing, my friends. What you've all been playing. Let me close this window now because we're done with this. I heard Microsoft was the heaviest buyer of auto. I don't know. We don't know. Let's Google that up. Who is the one that is mostly buying all the RAM from these factories? Let's go see. They don't even say who it is, though. It's not even. Nope. This doesn't even say, though. I just Googled it up. It doesn't even say, though. Let me ask again, though. Oh, you're not gonna like this answer. Y'all not gonna like it. But hey, guess what? This ain't Microsoft's fault, though. All the way, as they say, though. Look who it is. The gold RAM market is currently dominated by AI scalers and data centers operators like NVIDIA, OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. These tech giants are aggressively securing the vast majority. Wow. Wow, the more you learn. There you go. So that dude that was saying, oh, this is Microsoft's fault. No. This is NVIDIA's, OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic, the ones who are really the ones who are investing into this shit more than anyone else. There you go. There's your answer. So again, you want Microsoft to stay behind so NVIDIA, OpenAI, Google, and everybody else goes ahead and AI? Nah, these guys are way more ahead than them. And look, they're the ones who actually have the most in it. No wonder I heard something that in the PC convention that was going to go down, a lot of people were going to boo the hell. All these PC companies were going to boo the hell out of NVIDIA. Like, they don't care anymore about NVIDIA. Need for Speed Payback? Wow, you went back! And that Need for Speed game is good. MS invested ChatGPT and IRC. Yeah, but they're investing into that company, but those companies are the ones who are literally buying everything up. But again, that's technology stuff. Thing is, there was a big boom, and right now these companies are like, show me the money. Since there's only 3 out there, and it sucks that there's only 3 now. Like I said, if there was 20 of them making these chips, we would not be having this problem. This conversation about RAM would not have fucking happened because there's 20 factories out there, you know, building RAM, and that can meet the supply chain demand. But since we only have 3, we're fucked. But on AI, much they were with smartphones. Exactly. I think that's cool. There's also WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger on the Quest 3. I can always replace my phone as long as you have Wi-Fi. Yeah, you know, WhatsApp is in everything, though. I have WhatsApp on my cell phone, that's it. And I don't want to have it anywhere else. I don't. Especially when I'm gaming, I don't want that shit. Can you imagine you gaming and all of a sudden, everybody typing to you? And if you're in one of those WhatsApp groups, there's like 1,000 messages. No way. No way. No way. The scale is unprecedented. 80 billion FYI, 150 analyzed in the early 2026, and up to 190 billion expect the calendar of 2026 shit. I'm not a fan of Pro Street Racing. I need the cops to chase me. There you go. Jeepus MS. Yep. We are fucked, chat. We are fucked. when it comes down to this. Micron's being greedy. They're being assholes. In the business world, because that's the thing though. Businessmen, business world. The business world is asshole. You got to be an asshole in order to win, in order to be, big out there. So you just noticed that actually Vincent Price mustache. Vincent Price mustache, very evil. Thank you for that. But I'm sharing it off because they're saying, Facebook, I do not need Facebook Messenger on my Meta Quest either. I don't know, no. I don't need that. I don't want people messaging me while I'm playing. Hell no. And I hear that sound like, no, that's distracting though. That's why when I go out to dinners and everything, I do this to my cell phone, silent, no vibration or nothing, and the world can burn upside down. What is matters? Microsoft is racing down to the infrastructure layer of AI, compute cooling network before anyone else can. They have to, because if not, they stay behind, and guess what happens? NVIDIA goes forward, all these guys go forward, and Microsoft gets shut down and killed. That's what I said. This is business. Same for Google and Amazon. Yep. All of them are doing it. But chat, like always, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, chat. Like always, you guys bring up the show, and we had some fun today at the end of the day, because even in GTA 6, we had to have butt trims. Yep. Has a store. Sweet. Let's go. And that way, we're like, yeah, $20 worth right there. No, I'm just kidding, chat. We don't want that in the game. I just leave my phone at home. No need constantly to be tethered to it. Yep. Same of Google and But chat, thank you all for hanging out. I already said that. So chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, I do mean a beautiful and awesome Friday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast. We do come back 7 p.m. ET with Salvo, the Big Plume and Silent Cypher. On Fridays, invite me to Don't Expand Espanol with Elvis and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. Chats, have a beautiful day. And I will see you guys on Monday morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.